Took the San Gabriel Valley by storm. Time to prepare for the next one. We'll hear from Pasadena Water and Power. Also, we catch up with this year's Rose Queen, plus weather, sports, and a Techbyte recap of social media use during the storms. All on CCN Crown City News, your neighborhood, seconds away.
A great business idea? The Pasadena Enterprise Zone can help. Pasadena Enterprise Zone, open for business.
Hi, I'm Jesse Avila at the Convalescent Aid Society, a nonprofit organization established to
No, it'll be in there. It'll just
hospital beds, wheelchairs, walkers, canes, and many other items. Your donations and contributions are welcome and greatly appreciated. We are located at 3255 East Foothill Boulevard in Pasadena.
We're here to help you!
Please give us a call and check for availability at 626-793-1696.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching CCN Crown City News, your neighborhood. I'm Sehnita Joshua Mattison. Thousands of Southern California residents are still without power as local power and water companies try to manage and restore normalcy after Wednesday's windstorm. More than 600 trees fell and debris littered 325 miles of streets, impacting motorists and homeowners alike. Our new reporter, TK Trinidad, has the latest on the story. Good to have you part of the team, TK.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now, this was a big story in Los Angeles, but especially impacted us here in Pasadena. We were like ground zero here.
Yes, very true. The Santa Ana winds ripped through the San Gabriel Valley this past week, hitting Pasadena, Arcadia, Monrovia, and Sierra Madre hardest, and causing all those cities to declare a state of emergency. The storm didn't even spare the famous Christmas tree lane. Trees fell on houses and cars and blocked streets. Many residents lost power for days. A couple of massive trees completely blocked the right and Merritt side of Patricia Pastrana's neighborhood.
A tree fell straight into the street, and it actually did block. It brought down the actual power lines, and it blocked the whole street, and in both directions for a while. So it's going to remain here, I guess, till Pasadena, the city of Pasadena, is able to come and clean it up.
In Pasadena alone, the winds destroyed more than 600 trees and damaged more than 30 traffic lights. Building inspectors red or yellow tagged nearly 60 housing units. When Pastrana called for help, she found out just how badly the storm had overwhelmed emergency crews.
When I called 911, they said that they were pretty backed up. There was too many emergencies going on, so they don't know exactly when they'll be out.
The water has stopped gushing, but when the wind uprooted this huge tree, it damaged these pipes in Pastrana's front yard. She says in the 20 years she's lived here, she's never seen this kind of damage. Pasadena water and power crews worked to restore electricity to residents, completing 99% by Friday. But as of Sunday, more than 50,000 Southern California Edison customers still had no power. Pasadena officials say they'll need 4 to 6 weeks to remove the rest of the debris. Pastrana says she's just happy these nearly 100-year-old trees decided not to land on her home.
I'm actually blessed that it didn't actually destroy the house, but that I've seen other houses that the tree actually fell into it. So I'm blessed. It's just cleanup work. That's all it is.
Very good. Pasadena residents may experience rolling interruptions as Pasadena Water and Power disconnects services momentarily to reconnect portions of circuits they repaired or rebuilt.
Wow, well, thanks for that report, TK. The Pasadena Fire Department also responded to 8 times the normal call volume in response to the storms, with 11 other agencies helping the department with the increased call volume. All water customers have service, and 99% of electricity customers in Pasadena have their power back on. The Pasadena Water and Power tells those still without power to hang on, as they'll have their power on shortly. Speaking of PWP, at last count, over 300 of the original 6,000 local residents here here in Pasadena and San Gabriel Valley are still without power after the storm. Joining us today by phone is Pasadena Water and Power Manager Erica Rolfus, who will update us on those numbers and teach us how we can be safe in any future disasters, especially when the winds return this week. Thanks for joining us, Erica.
Hi.
So when can we expect these power issues to be resolved?
Well, let me just try this. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
We're ready to go with you.
Okay. Let me just tell you first some really good news. We've made really great progress over the weekend restoring our primary circuits. These are large systemic problems that were fixed, and we were able to restore whole neighborhoods or multiple blocks in sections all over town. Okay, so we've got a lot more of our customers back online, and that's really thanks to all the hard work of our crews who are working 32-hour shifts at a time, and of course thanks to all the mutual aid we've received from other cities and private contractors as well. So as far as the way it's going to be for the next few days and possibly even longer for certain individuals, we have some smaller damage to equipment across the city, damage to transformers, for example. Those are those kind of gray boxes usually that you see up at the top of the poles out on your street.
Yes.
We've had a lot of damage to those transformers across the city. It's not just in one area. It's all over the city. But like I said, we got those major problems out of the way, the ones that were taking, oh gosh, a day more sometimes to fix. So now we're going to go fix those transformers that have that are attached to a couple of homes or more on a street.
Like new now?
And let me just tell you, I was talking to all the guys in the field and in operations, and I asked them, well, how long does it take to usually to fix those transformers usually? And that could be, sometimes 4 hours, sometimes 8 hours, about like that. That's a normal job. But the jobs that we've been working on, these were extraordinarily difficult jobs with poles down and trees entangled in lines, and also very dangerous situations when we had to remove debris, etc. So those jobs are out of the way, but we've now got these smaller jobs, and when you compare all things compared, we're finally getting to those final stages where we can fix these little problems all across the town. And of course, by little I don't mean little, talking about the suffering of the people who are without power. But as far as projects go and getting them fixed, it's going to be quicker fixes compared to what we've been dealing with over the past 5 days.
Okay. Now, so is the system like new? Is it prepared for the next windstorm that we have coming up that we hear about?
Look, we still have a lot of overhead lines in the city. We haven't we've put back up lines just like we had before, and it's the system is still the same. If we sustain another storm like that, which we've never seen before. Many of the people that have worked here 30 years, they say, I've never seen anything like this before. Hey, if we get another one of those storms here, we can't say that won't happen again. We fully expect that it would. The trees will fall. It'll pull down the lines.
How long before all those lines are underground so we don't have something like that happen again?
Listen, we've been working on undergrounding for many years already. It's a long process. As you can imagine, we'd have to close down streets every time we underground. And it's very, very costly, of course. And I'm sure you and all of your viewers are aware of the budget problems and that we're having, and the revenue problems that we're having in the city. So even if we didn't have those problems, it would take many years before we could underground all those lines.
Okay. Well, we wish you the best. We do know that there is so much going on all over the city, and here in Pasadena, just driving in, there's still, debris at the sides. So we know you have your work cut out for you, and we appreciate all of the, round-the-clock work your crew is doing. So thank you for joining us as well.
May I just leave a number for your viewers who may still be without power?
Absolutely. We'd love to get that.
Okay. Now, in certain situations, their neighborhood will come up, and they'll find that they don't have power. They'll be the only house on the block without power. And that's because more than likely their secondary line from the pole to their house is down, or there's some kind of damage on their private property. We want to hear from them. We want to know where they are if they haven't already reported. They can call 626 564 0199.
0199. Okay, we will put that number up on our CCN website, and thank you for joining us.
And we really appreciate the message that you're getting out. Thanks so much for your support.
Okay. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Well, CCN Weather intern Naomi Trone lets us know if we can expect more gusts of wind blowing our way. When we come back, you're watching CCN Crown City News. Your news, your neighborhood. Don't go away.
Live, work, play, and shop in the North Lake Village. Join us for our 4th annual Christmas in the Village, Saturday, December 10th, 6 p.m. at La Caravana, 1306 North Lake Avenue in Pasadena, honoring Paul Little. Visit nlvba.org. Unleash your inner shark. Sharky Zartman's book, Shark Sense, reveals the 14 life-changing steps you can take today to start reaching your goals. Through her witty yet no-nonsense approach, Sharky Zartman unlocks the lessons we can all learn from sharks.
I use the shark as a symbol for your inner source of strength and power, the part of you that doesn't know the meaning of the word can't.
Stop settling for less and start living with confidence and purpose. Order Shark Sense today at sharksense.org and get in touch with your inner shark. The CCN Energy Saver is brought to you by Southern California Edison.
Hi, I'm Luna Petty with your CCN Energy Saver. I'm here with Southern California Edison's Dave Ford. Dave, what can you tell your customers about holiday lights this season?
You know, it's a real pleasure to see you again. I'm glad to share some information for our customers. Well, let me share this first. When purchasing lamps, we want to make sure decorative lamps that they purchase LED Energy Star rated lamps. These lamps reduce the amount of energy and consumption that a customer will use, and they also are safe to operate and they don't put out as much heat.
Okay, what tips do you have for your customers who are interested in hanging lights?
Well, we certainly don't want our customers to be hanging lamps outside, around their house or near trees that power lines may exist in. We recommend that you at least be beyond 10 feet of a power line when you're making these types of installations around your house during the holiday season.
Thank you, Dave. This has been Luna Petty with your CCN Energy Saver.
The CCN Energy Saver has been brought to you by Southern California Edison.
Well, can you believe it's December already? Christmas is right around the corner, but for the North Lake Village Business Association, Christmas is this Saturday. The NLVBA is holding its 4th annual Christmas in the Village event at La Caravana, El Salvadorian restaurant at 1306 North Lake Avenue this Saturday at 6 p.m. NLVBA officials say this group is a nonprofit organization that works to improve safety and economic prosperity along the business corridor and the neighborhoods. For more information about Saturday's event, you can visit nlvba.org. Well, the Santa Ana winds have brought down trees and have us all stirred up. CCN's meteorologist Curtis Peak is off for this week, but we have our CCN weather intern Naomi Trone here to tell us if we can hope to expect for less windy skies. Naomi, what do you have for us?
Thank you, Sehnita. And by the way, no, we are not expecting any more gusty winds. All right, well, hello everybody. Let's take a look outside right now. 66 degrees, our wind at 14 miles per hour, humidity at 15%, and barometric pressure at 30.11. As you can see, our sunrise at 6:44, along with our sunset at 4:43. Okay, let's take a look at our lows. 30s across the board. As you can see, Glendale being our coldest spot at 39, along with Pasadena at 39. Arcadia also at 37, and Alhambra and Monterey Park at 40. Okay, let's take a look at our highs. 60s across the board. Our coldest place will be Glendale at 61, Pasadena at 64, and El Monte at 66, and West Covina at 66 also. Okay, let's look at satellite radar. As you can see, an offshore flow coming to the southern coast, bringing low temperatures. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast, and I'll show you. As you can see, Tuesday will be our last day for gusty winds. Our temperature will be at 63. During the rest of the week, towards the weekend, it'll get a tad bit hotter at 67, 65 on Monday, 60% chance of rain. Well, I hope everybody's getting their power back and doing good. Sehnita, back to you.
Well, thanks for that, Naomi. And 30s, that is pretty cold, but you know, it will warm up. Thank you for that, Naomi. And what makes this year's Rose Parade theme unique? The Tournament of Roses president and queen will tell us next on CCN Crown City News. Your news, your neighborhood. We'll be right back.
Live, work, play, and shop in the North Lake Village. Join us for our 4th annual Christmas in the Village, Saturday, December 10th, 6 p.m. at La Caravana, 1306 North Lake Avenue in Pasadena, honoring Paul Little. Visit nlvba.org.
Hi, I'm Lori Webster. I'm the owner of Webster's Fine Stationers.
Hi, I'm Scott Webster.
You need to come and check us out because we've got great gifts for everybody in the family.
We have Fine Stationers by Cranes and Company.
We have some beautiful greeting cards, things that are unique.
And myriad of other things, so please come by.
And our phone number is area code 626-797-1135, and we're located at 2450 North Lake Avenue, Suite B in Altadena. Our motto is,
let's do something good today.
Do you have a great business idea? The Pasadena Enterprise Zone can help. Pasadena Enterprise Zone, open for business.
Live, work, play, and shop in the North Lake Village. See for yourself when you visit our village.
We're talking holidays again. You know the holidays are around the corner in Pasadena when we start talking about the Rose Parade. Millions of people will turn out to watch dozens of floats, bands, and equestrian groups travel down Colorado Avenue. The 123rd Rose Parade presented by Honda will take place on Monday, January 2nd. This is the 18th time in the history of the parade that it's been held on a Monday. It's not on New Year's Day this year because the tournament doesn't hold the parade on a Sunday. There are a number of events leading up to the parade, including the Tournament of Roses Association President's Breakfast. CCN's Luna Prady was there.
At the Westin Hotel in Pasadena, the Chamber of Commerce is holding their annual Tournament of Roses Association President's Breakfast. We had the chance to hear from Tournament of Roses Association President Richard Jackson and how he came up with this year's theme, Just Imagine.
And some people know already what the theme is going to be, but Sharon and I talked and argued and talked about the theme for a number of years, and I think it was a Friday night about 2.5 years ago, she turned around and said, just imagine. And my eyes lit up and I go, dot, dot, dot. The idea that just imagine with a dot, dot, dot will allow each and every one of you to complete the theme for yourself, finish it the way you want.
I also had the opportunity to speak to this year's Rose Queen, where she explained what her selection and this year's theme means to her.
The theme, Just Imagine, truly embodies what the Pasadena community represents. It opens up a door to young women and people of the community to show them that anything is possible. It did affect me a lot. I don't think I realized the impact of what I had made, but when I looked out at my community, when I looked at my family, and they were in tears, and I couldn't quite understand why. But after everything settled down, I finally realized that I am making a change, and it's just been great to be a part of it. Being an African-American Rose Queen, I'm a representative of the African-American community as well. So it's been a really great experience.
Despite the fierce winds, many Pasadena residents and business owners turned out to support the Pasadena Chamber of Commerce and to get a sneak peek about what to expect at this year's Rose Parade. In Pasadena, Luna Petty, CCN.
Tournament of Roses President Richard Jackson says the parade will begin with a spectacular opening, which will include an original song entitled Just Imagine. Can't wait to hear that. Well, Jaira Romero features her Athlete of the Week, and Grant Derderian shows us how he connected with our viewers during the windstorm. You're watching CCN Crown City News. Your news, your neighborhood. Don't go away.
Live, work, play, and shop in the North Lake Village. Join us for our 4th annual Christmas in the Village, Saturday, December 10th, 6 p.m. at La Caravana, 1306 North Lake Avenue in Pasadena, honoring Paul Little. Visit nlvba.org. Do you have unpaid traffic tickets? Has your license been suspended for months or even years? One visit to Ticket Relief can reinstate your license, often in less than 30 minutes. We'll also roll back the penalties and late fees on your traffic tickets and get you more time to pay the original fee. It's no wonder newspapers are calling Ticket Relief a sigh of relief for motorists. Get your license back today. Call us at 213-272-2826 or visit us online at californiaticketrelief.org. If your child is getting behind in school and needs help organizing, reading, writing, or studying, Klein's Classes can help. Audrey Klein has been teaching for more than 20 years. Her book, Skills for Student Success, can teach your child essential learning tools. Klein's Classes are affordable and conveniently available online. You can view the lessons and educational films anytime.
I've seen children jump 2 reading levels in 1 year. I've proven it over and over again.
Don't let another semester pass without getting your child some help. Visit kleinsclasses.com and get started today.
CCN's Jaira Romero joins us live with CCN Sports. What's going on, Jaira? You have an Athlete of the Week for us?
Hi, Sehnita. Yes, we do. Our CCN Athlete of the Week is Denzel Taliaferro of the John Muir Mustangs. Denzel talks about being the leader of his team, highlights his best play of the season, and informs us about his plans after high school and pursuing a college football career. Check him out.
I just try to always encourage, and I try not to put down. I'm getting a little better at that and making sure that everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing, and if something bad happens, just keep it moving.
Can you describe the best play you've had this season?
Well, I've had a lot of good plays, but my best play probably would be the first season playoff game when I had a fumble recovery for about 30 yards and was dragging their players down the field. My biggest challenge was probably my speed and like my weight when I was younger. I ended up being a little bit chubby, but I mean, after a little bit of hard work and doing what I'm supposed to do, I done kind of got that down now.
Do you have a mentor that's been guiding you throughout your high school football?
Yeah, I have a couple of them. I have a strength and conditioning coach, Tom Abbott, that I work with all the time, and also my positions coach, Tariq Strong, and my defensive coordinator, John Harding. They help me a lot.
What's your biggest achievement?
Well, probably my offer my sophomore year is the first offer I had from Southern Methodist University, and I mean I've had a lot of things since then, but that had to be the biggest highlight.
What would you study besides football?
Well, one of my biggest things is fitness, so I'll probably study a little bit of fitness, but it could go between fitness and psychology, and I might minor in something like finance or something to make sure I know how to deal with my money. My number one goal is to start in the NFL as a linebacker, and everything else just go from there. I want to make it to the Hall of Fame.
Here are your high school football scores across the San Gabriel Valley. Lucerna trounces Muir 28-3. Sorry, Denzel. Monrovia crushes Covina 41-27. San Gabriel squeals by San Dimas 29-28. Thanks again. That was your high school football scores across the San Gabriel Valley.
Well, thanks for that report. Denzel made it a couple times in our report, huh?
He sure did.
Well, thanks for that, Hyra. Well, with an overwhelming number of San Gabriel Valley residents affected by the Santa Ana windstorm, Grant was able to connect with viewers via Twitter and Facebook. He has a scoop on how residents stayed informed through these new avenues. Grant, what do you have for us? This sounds very exciting.
Yeah, we have a very special Tech Bite for you this week, Sehnita, and we'll be focusing on the use of social media during the recent windstorm in Pasadena. And sites like Twitter, Facebook, and Nixle are normally used by city governments, groups, and individuals to keep the community updated on events happening around town. But during the recent windstorms Pasadena suffered, these sites took on a whole new role and began updating residents on the latest information straight from the city and from the community. As a prime example, Twitter accounts, including Crown City News' own account, kept residents updated on what was happening minute by minute throughout the storm, from closed intersections to warnings from the city and more. Residents from across the city were also tweeting Crown City News and posting on our Facebook wall, letting us know about specific areas without power, private school closures, areas with extensive damage, and more. And during the whole thing, we were interacting right back with them. Now, specifically, when we asked for photos of the recent damage, you listened, and here's what we got. So take a look. This photo's from Maddie Bailey right now of an uprooted tree in Pasadena. We also have other photos from Maddie Bailey, including this palm tree, which was taken right off its stem there, you see in southeast Pasadena. We also have another picture from Diana Vanzel on Twitter of this light post in North Pasadena, and another picture from her of a kid standing by a massive uprooted tree in the recent windstorm. We also have another recent picture of the Pasadena Fire Department's response to an incident, as you can see there, a fire the other day on Saturday. And in addition to just Twitter and Facebook, residents were also able to receive timely alerts with Nixle through the city of Pasadena. And this meant that beyond their computers, residents were able to stay up to date on what was going on, no matter where they happened to be, including on their smartphones. As an example of one of these recent alerts, the Pasadena Police Department is also warning residents not to post their home addresses or power outage locations on sites like Twitter or Facebook, since thieves might use that post as an opportunity to commit crime in areas without power. They instead suggest residents contact them at 626-564-0199 or 626-564-0299, and the number's right there on your screen with information on any more power outages. Now, if you haven't taken a look yet, we have more photos of the damage caused by the storms up on our website, crowncitynews.com, as well as a complete comprehensive status update on the recovery efforts in Pasadena and the surrounding cities, and we'll be updating the information on the site with any new data that we get right here at CCN. And that's what's making news on Tech Bite this week. Sehnita, back to you.
Grant, those pictures were unbelievable.
Yeah, we got lots of great submissions. More on the website.
We have some great viewers, huh? Who really take charge.
Definitely.
Well, thanks for that, Grant. And that's it for this newscast. Thanks to Erica Rolas with Pasadena Water and Power for joining us in studio. Actually, she was on the phone with us. Thanks to all of our sponsors, including Southern California Edison, Wink Marketing, and Pasadena Enterprise Center office building with available space. Thanks also to the CCN crew. They make this show possible. But finally, we thank you for watching CCN Crown City News. Join us each week as we cover the news in Pasadena and the San Gabriel Valley. For all of us here at CCN, I'm Sehnita Joshua Mattison. Have a great week.
Live, work, play, and shop in the North Lake Village. Join us for our 4th annual Christmas in the Village, Saturday, December 10th, 6 p.m. at La Caravana, 1306 North Lake Avenue in Pasadena, honoring Paul Little. Visit nlvba.org.